Hey there, money savers. Let's talk about something that we all want, more money in our pockets. Here's a kicker. What if I told you that minimalism isn't just about decluttering your home, but also about stacking up saving without even realizing it? Intrigued? You should be. In this video, I'm sharing 22 easy, practical, and fun ways to save money fast, all thanks to embracing minimalism. Trust me, by the time we reach the end of this list, you will feel like a saving guru. So make sure to stay tuned until the very end because the best tips are coming up. And this will really help you see results quickly. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more money saving hacks. Let's get started. The first one is save on food. This is all about the art of meal prep. Alright, hands up. Who else has bought a Costco-sized pack of chicken just to watch it go bad in the fridge? Yeah, me too. But I realized instead of buying in bunch just because it's cheaper, break up those large packages and freeze in portions for later. This way, you're not stuck wasting food. It's all about buying what you actually use. In North America, I think they just throw away millions of dollars worth of food every year, and that can be avoided with just a little prep. In China, even in middle-class families, we grow up being taught to cherish food. I still remember the first poem I ever memorized was 粒粒皆辛苦, which basically means that every single grain of rice is result of farmers' hard work. Especially now that I work on a farm, you wouldn't believe it. Those strawberries everyone loves in the summer actually start being planted in the winter, and sometimes it took years of cultivation to get fresh fruit. Knowing that makes it even harder for me to accept food waste. I know it seems tempting to grab the bigger pack of value, but trust me, it's better to spend a bit more on what you will use than to throw it away later. Take a page out of the minimalist book, focus on what you need, and avoid the impulse buys that end up costing you more. Number 2 is swap out your bulbs, save some watts. Ever thought about switching your regular light bulbs for energy-efficient ones? It's a game changer when it comes to save money. And don't just stick with any LED. Do your research and find the most efficient ones for your space. These bulbs may cost a little money upfront, but they will literally pay for themselves in the long run through your reduced electricity bills. And hey, if you want to go the extra mile, consider swapping out lamps and lighting fixtures altogether for more energy-efficient ones. This is one of those simple yet surprisingly effective tips that can save you hundreds over time. Number 3, turn off the lights, people. Raise your hand if you've ever left a light on in your room you were not in it. We all do that, right? But when it comes to your electricity bill, it is like throwing money out the window. By making a habit of switching off lights when you leave a room, you are saving energy, which means more cash in your pocket. It's one of those habits that you cannot underestimate. It might seem like a small thing, but when you multiply those moments throughout the day, it adds up. You know, this year, I found out that BC Canada has these programs kind of like an energy saving plan. Basically, if you can cut your electricity use by around 20% during the peak hours, like 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., you can get a reward. Isn't that such a good idea? It's not really about how much the reward is, but more about raising awareness that encouraging everyone to be more mindful about saving energy. Number 4 is invest in energy-efficient appliances. If you live in somewhere with crazy hot summers, hey, I'm looking at you. Tropical climates like Singapore, you know how crucial it is to have a good air conditioner, right? But here's the thing, not all air conditioners are created equal. Investing in an energy-efficient model might cost a bit more upfront, but it will save you big bucks in the long run. It's the same with appliances when you are choosing new ones. Prioritize energy efficiency. Whether it's a fridge, washer, or dryer, these small changes can drastically lower your utility bills over time. The number 5 is unplug it, save big. Ever left your phone charger plugged in even after it's fully charged? It's a sneaky energy drain. So unplugging appliances when they are not in use can save you a lot more than you will think. Some estimates suggest that standby power usage can account for as much as 10% of your energy bill. So take a walk around your home, unplug anything that's draining energy and isn't actively being used. Your wallet will thank you later. So the next one is make do with what you have. Instead of rushing to buy new items, see if you can make use of what you already have. For example, my soap dish is an old unused plate I found in my cupboard. It's perfect, free, and does the job just as well as anything you'd buy in the store. Also, instead of getting new clothes all the time, why not experiment with the ones you already have? You can mix and match outfits, try new pairings, and discover a whole new wardrobe without spending a penny. Minimalism teaches us to value what we already have. Number 7 is take care of your stuff. I know. Like, cleaning your favorite pot after cooking may not be the most exciting task, but hear me out. Taking care of your things will save you so much money. I've got a frying pan that I love, and if I didn't clean it properly after each use, it would lose its non-stick surface and eventually break down. Keeping your stuff in good condition means they will last longer and you will avoid constantly replacing things. Thinking of it as an investment in your future savings, right? Number 8 is kick these bad habits. Let's have an honest conversation. Some of the habits we hold on to are not just bad for our health, they're also quietly draining our wallets. Think about smoking or grabbing that extra beer after work. It's easy to overlook, but the cost really adds up. You might not even realize that a couple of packs a week or those casual happy hours can quickly drain hundreds of dollars each month. But imagine redirecting all those money towards something more positive, like building your emergency fund or even put it towards a vacation. Every time you say no to that extra drink or that quick trip to the vending machine, you are not just saying goodbye to an unhealthy habit, you are saying hello to a healthier bank account. And here's the best part. Once you kick those habits, you will feel lighter, both in your body and in your finances. So give it a try. Ditch the habits that don't serve you and watch both your health and your saving grow. Number 9 is cut your own hair. Okay, here's a challenge for the brave among us. Cutting your own hair. I know it sounds like something you'd only do after a wild late night decision, but hear me out. I've been cutting my hair myself for years, and I honestly don't miss the salon visit at all. You don't have to go all buzz cut on yourself. Just a simple trims here and there can really save you some serious cash. If you're like me, you probably dread spending like $50 or more for a quick trim that takes less than 20 minutes. The beauty of DIY haircut is that you can do them when you want, how you want, and the best part is you save money. It doesn't even have to be perfect, but you will be amazed at how much money you can save, especially when you do it regularly. Plus, the confidence you get from mastering a new skill like this, priceless. Number 10 is meal prep and bring lunch to work. Well, let me tell you, when I first started bringing lunch to work, I couldn't believe how much I was actually saving. Before that, I was easily spending 15 to 20 a day on takeout. And it adds up fast. Fast forward to meal prepping, and suddenly I'm saving hundreds of dollars a month. Not only is it so much healthier to eat homemade meals, but it also helps me feel more organized. Here's a little tip I swear by. Cook in bulk. Make enough for 2 or 3 days, and you will save yourself from having to cook every single night. The best part? You get to control exactly what's going into your body and your wallet. Plus, knowing that you're saving that extra cash for something you truly want feels pretty good, right? Number 11, don't grocery shop without a list. Raise your hand if you've ever gone to a grocery store without the list and came out with random snacks and unnecessary extras. And don't even get me started on the grocery shopping when you are hungry. That's a total disaster. It's like the grocery store turns into an adventure where everything suddenly looks good. But here's the reality. Impulse buys are a budget killer. I find that the best way to stay on track is to do all my shopping online. But creating a list based on what I actually need, I'm less tempted to throw random items into my cart. And the best part is my grocery bill is way lower, and I get everything I need without the temptation of buying those just because items. Plus, shopping online means no wandering the aisles, which means I save both time and money. Number 12 is eat out less often. Yes, eating out. As someone who's lived in places with amazing food like China, eating out was a way of life. But when I moved to Canada, I quickly realized how expensive it can be. Between tips, taxes, and those little extras, dining out can really add up. What used to be a weekly treat turned into a monthly splurge. And I couldn't believe how much I was spending. So now I only eat out on special occasions, like when friends visit or we're celebrating something big. And honestly, it's been such a win for my wallet and my health. I get to enjoy cooking at home. It's honestly fun when you get creative. And I don't have to break the bank to have a good time. But of course, you don't have to cut out dining out completely. But reducing how often you do it can make a huge difference in your budget. Number 13, skip the drink when dining out. Let's talk about drinks for a second. How often do you order that soda or cocktail when you're out at a restaurant? Here's the thing. Those drinks often cost more than the actual meal itself. And let's be real, they don't exactly make us healthier. I used to fall for the temptation of grabbing a fancy cocktail or even just a soda with my meal. But when I realized how much money that was actually costing me, I started saying no. Drinks at restaurants are pure profit for them and a major drain on your wallet. Trust me, I used to have my own coffee shop. I know everything about the beverage. So next time, skip the drink and opt for water or just enjoy the food. You will be amazed at how much you can save. 14. Don't buy big brands. Well, listen, I get it. We are all suckers for the big name brands. But guess what? When you buy those big brands, you're often paying for their massive marketing campaigns more than the actual product. But guess what? When you buy those big brands, you're often paying for their massive marketing campaigns more than the actual product. I started experimenting with generic or store brands like pantry staples, cleaning supplies, and even skincare products. And you know what? They're just as good, if not better. Take, for example, my go-to cleaning supplies. I switched to a no-name all-purpose cleaner, and it works exactly the same as the expensive one I used to buy. Not only did I save a ton of money, but I also started to realize that the power of good marketing doesn't always match the actual quality of the product. So next time you reach for that fancy brand, ask yourself, are you paying for the product or the logo? Give the lesser-known brands a chance, and you might just be amazed at how much you save without sacrificing quality. Number 15 is always ask for a discount. Let's be real. When was the last time you asked for a discount? If your answer is never, then you're missing out. I'm telling you, this one simple habit can save you a lot of money. I remember the year I was on the hunt for the perfect pair of winter boots. I was already mentally committed to buying them at full price when I decided, hey, why not just ask if there are any discounts available, right? Guess what? I walked away with a 30% off deal. That's a serious saving. I remember back in elementary school, like 30 years ago, a McDonald's opened near our school. My friends and I used to plan trips there all the time. Sure, it's just fast food, but for kids, burgers and fries were pure happiness, especially for us Asian kids back then. And if we managed to get our hands on a discount coupon, that was the best thing ever. Why is that now, as adults, we forget about those little moments of joy? So don't be shy. Next time you're buying something, just ask if there's a promotion or if they can offer you a discount. Whether it's a clearance sale, a friend's discount code, or simply asking if there's a wiggle room on the price, it's always worth a shot. If nothing else, you will walk away feeling a little more empowered and maybe a lot richer. Number 16 is skip the holiday decor. I know, it's so tempting to buy new holiday decorations every year. The sales are everywhere. Those cute bays or sparkling lights always seem like they will make the season even more magical. But here's the thing, do you really need more? Trust me, I used to be a holiday decor hoarder too. But over the years, I realized that all I really need are a few of my favorite pieces, those special ornaments that hold memories, or the Christmas lights that still twinkle just as brightly as the year before. Instead of splurging on new items every season, I started reusing the decorations I already had, and it made the holidays feel just as festive. Plus, my budget stayed intact, and I didn't have to spend time packing away new stuff after the season ended. So here's my advice. Don't get sucked into the holiday decoration season. Keep the classics and let your home shining with the memories, not the new purchases. Number 7 is avoid Black Friday madness. Well, have you ever bought something you didn't even need just because it was on sale during Black Friday? Yep, we all did that before. The discounts are so flashy, and the rush of grabbing something on sale can feel irresistible. But let's be real for a second. Most of those so-called deals are just a marketing ploy to get you to spend money on things you didn't even plan to buy. Before you jump into the madness, take a step back and ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add value to my life? Or is it just another impulse buy that will collect dust in the drawer? And if it's not something you truly need, just walk away. The true win on Black Friday is saving your money for things that genuinely enhance your life, not getting caught up in buying spree. Trust me, your bank account will thank you. Number 18 is develop a signature style. Okay, let's talk about your closet for a second. How often do you find yourself staring at a full wardrobe and thinking, I have nothing to wear? It's like your closet is bursting at the seam, yet every time you open it, you're still feeling that void. Here's the truth. It's not about buying more clothes. It's about developing your own signature style. When you focus on creating a wardrobe that truly reflects who you are, choosing pieces that fit your personality and lifestyle, you will end up with fewer but way more intentional items. Instead of rushing to buy the latest trends, ask yourself, will this piece go with the rest of my wardrobe? Will I wear it multiple times? For example, I invested in a few really well-made, versatile pieces like a good blazer and a pair of classic jeans. And I've worn them hundreds of times. And the best part is, I don't feel the pressure to constantly buy new clothes because everything I have works together. A minimalist wardrobe isn't about wearing less. It's about wearing smarter and looking fantastic without even feeling like you're missing out. Number 19 is avoid the domino shopping effect. We've all fallen into this trap, right? You walk into a store or scrolling through an online sale looking for one thing, and before you know it, you've added an entire outfit to your cart. Suddenly, that one pair of socks turns into shoes, a new sweater, and hey, maybe a bag to match. It's so easy to get carried away, especially when things are on sale or the store is playing your favorite music. Yes, it's ridiculously, but it happens all the time. Here's the thing. Take a pause. The moment you feel like you're about to grab more than you planned, stop and breathe. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Or am I just riding the wave of impulse? Trust me, just taking that few extra seconds to reconsider will save you a lot. I've been there, buying things I didn't need, only to find them collecting dust in my closet months later. So next time, break the domino effect by slowing down. You will be amazed at how much you can save by just thinking twice before grabbing that extra item. Number 20 is keep a wish list. Listen, we've all had that moment where we spot something online or in store and instantly it feels like we need it. But here's a game changer. Start keeping a wish list. Write down everything you want to buy. whether it's a fancy new gadget or a cute pair of shoes. And then, here's the secret. Don't buy it immediately. Instead, revisit your list every couple of weeks. You will be shocked at how often your initial desire fades away. That super trendy jacket you were eyeing might not seem so essential after a month. And if it still pulls at your heartstrings after a while, maybe it's worth the purchase, right? But more often than not, I find myself realizing that what I thought I needed was actually just a passing impulse. Keeping a wish list helps you stay focused and intentional with your spending. You will feel more in control of your money, and when you do make a purchase, it's actually be something you really want, not something you will regret. Number 21 is automate your savings. If you are anything like me, the idea of saving money can sometimes feel like a big task. But what if I told you that you could build your savings without even thinking about it? Here's how. Automate it. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account every week or every month. It's honestly one of the easiest ways to save money, and you don't even have to think about it. Even if it's just a small amount, say $20 or $50 a week, you will be amazed at how quickly it adds up. The best part is you won't even miss that money because it automatically deducted before you have a chance to spend it. I started doing this a while back, and let me tell you, waking up to a growing saving account is one of the best feelings. It feels like the universe is working with you, not against you. It's such a simple habit, but over time, it really makes a difference. And you won't have to rely on willpower alone to save money, right? Number 22 is invest in yourself. Here's the most powerful tip that I can give you. Invest in yourself. I know, minimalism often gets misunderstood as living a life of deprivation, like we're just cutting corners and pitching pennies. But let me set the record straight. Minimalism isn't about being cheap. It's about being intentional with what you truly matters. It's about making choices that will pay you back in ways you can't even imagine. Think about it. When you invest in learning new skills, you're opening doors to opportunities you might have never dreamed of. When you take care of your health, whether it's hitting the gym, eating better, or getting more sleep, you're giving yourself the energy to pursue your dreams. And when you put time and effort into things that light you up, like hobbies or passions, you are adding so much more richness to your life than any material possessions could even provide. It's not about being frugal for the sake of it. It's about making room for growth, both mentally and physically. When you invest in yourself, you are setting yourself up for a life that feels whole, fulfilling, and authentic, right? Trust me, it's the best return on investment you can ever make. So if there's something that's been on your mind, whether it's taking a class, picking up a new hobby, or finally prioritizing your well-being, go for it. The dividends will come in ways that no amount of money could ever match. There you have it, 22 ways to save money with minimalism. By focusing on what really matters and cutting out the excess, you can live a richer, more fulfilling life while saving cash. I hope you found these tips useful, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends. Just keep living smart, keep saving, and I will see you in the next time. Bye!